Okay, same thing again. I was able to comb through it until I got to this point. So I'm going to go back and slowly detangle, taking care not to pull too hard. And I just want to let you know that if you fully understood what I did the first time, there's no need to continue watching because this is really all I do for my whole head. So the same thing I did for this section is the same thing I'm going to do for this section is the same thing I'm going to do for the last piece that's left over. Is there anything left over? Okay, yeah. So the same thing I'm going to do for this last piece over here. So there's really nothing special to it. So I can't give you your time back, so I'm just letting you know that there's going to be nothing different except for this in this video. And I told you all before that I usually put in a cream or oil on my scalp right after I blow dry, and that's usually the only time that I add a product to my scalp. And the reason I do that, as you can see, is because I use a lot of heat on my scalp, and it will dry out my hair, and I don't want to just wash my hair and have a dry scalp. So basically, it's all preventing me from having a dry scalp. And also, anytime that you see me holding the heat in my hair for a long amount of time without just placing it and removing it, and I'm just holding the heat there, then it's almost a guarantee that I'm pressing the cool shot button, even if I'm not on the end. Because it's not good to keep concentrated heat in your hair. You want to put it in and remove it, put it in and remove it. And the least amount of time that you keep the heat on your hair, the least, the more small your chances are for your hair to smell like heat. So a lot of you may blow dry or flat iron your hair, and some of you may have stopped blow drying your hair because it smells like heat. So that's probably because you're using the heat appliance and leaving it on your hair for too long. Okay. Okay, this is the last section, or the last portion of this section. This is the last bit of it. The rest is blow dry. Okay, this shouldn't take any time at all to do. Okay, and if something doesn't make sense, feel free to send me a message, and if there's anything that you need clarification about in the video, I'll be glad to answer. And sometimes you don't realize that you weren't clear or that you made a mistake until you watch the video yourself. Yeah, these are just old layers that grew out. So I pretty much know that it's not going to be tangled, so I'm just rushing through it. But I wouldn't rush through the rest of my hair, only the front. I actually plan on getting bangs done either tomorrow or the day after to make my life easier when I'm blow drying my hair. So, hi. Okay, and I just want you to all take notice that there's no smoke and fog around the room. That's also a sign that you're either leaving the heat on your hair for too long, as if there's a lot of smoke, or it's a sign that you have your blow dryer up entirely too high. Different blow dryers have different settings, as we all know, so my highest setting may be different from your highest setting. And if your highest setting is making a lot of smoke in the room and such, then you need to turn it down. Alright, so I think that's about it. Everything is done. Thank you all for watching, and thank you all for being patient. And you all have a great weekend.